Did you know that the first national elections in the Philippines was held on September 16, 1935? Under the 1987 Constitution, suffrage may be exercised by all citizens of the Philippines, not otherwise disqualified by law, who are at least 18 years of age and who shall have resided in the Philippines for at least 1 year and in the place wherein they propose to vote for at least 6 months immediately preceding the election. The scope of suffrage includes election, plebiscite, and initiative. Elections may be regular or special. It is regular when it is provided by law for the nationwide election of officers, or in certain subdivisions when the full term expires. It is special when it is being held to fill a vacancy before the expiration of the term for which the incumbent was elected. Plebiscite is an electoral process by which an initiative of the Constitution is approved or rejected by the people. According to Republic Act No. 6735, initiative is the power of the people to propose amendments to the Constitution or to propose and enact legislations through an election called for the purpose. There are 3 systems of initiative. 1. Initiative of the Constitution. This refers to a petition proposing amendments to the Constitution. 2nd, initiative of the statutes. It refers to a petition proposing to enact a national legislation. And 3rd, initiative on local legislation. This refers to a petition proposing to enact a regional, provincial, city, municipal, or barangay law, resolution, or ordinance. Suffrage is also practiced through a referendum. It is the power of the electorate to approve or reject a legislation through an election called for the purpose. It has 2 classes. The first class is the referendum on statutes. This refers to a petition to approve or reject an act or law, or part thereof, passed by Congress. The second class is referendum on local law. It refers to a petition to approve or reject a law, resolution, or ordinance enacted by regional assemblies and local legislative bodies. Recall is another scope of suffrage. It is the termination of the official relationship of a local elective official for loss of confidence prior to the expiration of his term through the will of the electorate. Did you know that only men enjoyed the right of suffrage until 1937? The National Assembly passed the necessary amendment to the 1935 Charter through Commonwealth Act No. 34. And because of this amendment, Filipino women have been granted the right to vote and to be voted in office since April 30, 1937. As we have mentioned, suffrage may be exercised by all citizens of the Philippines, not otherwise disqualified by law, who are at least 18 years of age and who shall have resided in the Philippines for at least 1 year and in the place wherein they propose to vote for at least 6 months immediately preceding the election. In general, the qualifications are a Filipino citizen by birth or naturalization, at least 18 years of age at the time of the election, resident of the Philippines for at least 1 year, resident of the place wherein they propose to vote for at least 6 months immediately preceding the election. The Voters Registration Act of 1995 provides for the disqualification of voters. These include any person who has been sentenced by final judgment to suffer imprisonment of not less than 1 year, such disability not having been removed by plenary pardon or amnesty. Any person who has been adjudged by final judgment by a competent court or tribunal of having committed any crime involving disloyalty to the duly constituted government, such as rebellion, sedition, violation of the firearms law, or against national security. Insane or incompetent persons declared as such by competent authority unless subsequently declared by proper authority that such person is no longer insane or incompetent. Did you know that the 2022 elections was the highest voter turnout the Philippines has ever had? with a tally of 172 out of 173 certificates of canvass indicated that 55.5 million Filipinos exercised their right to suffrage, or around 82.6% of the 67.4 million registered voters. Are you qualified to vote? Do not forget to go out and practice your right of suffrage.